Black Wall Street. The work in this pictorial exhibit is based largely on the writings of former State Representative Don Ross. And this land where we stand now is considered sacred ground. This was once home to Black Wall Street. In this image, which is dated 1917, you can see Black-owned businesses lining the streets of Greenwood. There were dentist offices, attorneys' offices, hotels, movie theaters. There were restaurants, nightclubs, schools, churches, anything you can imagine wanting or needing in your community in 1921, the Black community had here in the Greenwood District, the most prosperous, successful Black-owned business district in the country during that time. All of that would change on May 31st, 1921.
Yeah.
And Mount Zion sits just to the west of the Greenwood Cultural Center. In this image, prior to the massacre which took place here, you can see this is actually the church prior to the massacre, and as it is in flames. The massacre took place here 100 years ago due to the false allegation that a Black man, Dick Rowland, had assaulted a young white girl named Sarah Page. Within 24 hours, the community would be completely destroyed at the hands of thousands of white rioters who invaded the Greenwood District, who burned more than 1,000 homes to the ground, 35 square blocks of property, at least 300 people lost their lives, and 300 Black-owned businesses would be completely destroyed. More than $2.7 million in insurance claims were filed by Black homeowners and business owners. Every single insurance claim was denied because it did not contain a riot cost. It was a massacre. Absolutely. It was rebuilt in the 50s. So they had just finished building this structure, which was valued at $92,000 in 1921, in April of 1921. Rioters destroyed the church, accusing them of hiding weapons and armory inside the church. Of course, they were not. The church decided to stay and rebuild in the Greenwood District, and this is the church that stands today. What many people don't know about the story of the Greenwood District is that by 1925, the African American community had completely rebuilt the Greenwood District. Without the help or support of the city officials, the city of Tulsa, with many obstacles to overcome, including ordinances that tried to prevent them from rebuilding their homes and businesses, Greenwood would rise from the ashes. And we saw the return, and as you can see in this photograph, the return of Black-owned businesses. In fact, there were more Black-owned businesses following the massacre than prior to.